intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? It's a beautiful day today, and I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you already to my channel, hello, and for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So if you guys are new to this channel, this is going to be a relationship spread. I mean, you could always apply this with anyone in your life. And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign or rising sign. But for me personally, though, I realize that I resonate a lot more for general readings with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign or even my rising sign or my moon sign, probably because my Venus is in the 8th house along with my North Node there. I don't really know, but if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate. All right, there's so many amazing talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. Okay, so your overall energy is very, very interesting because I feel like you guys are kind of like quite conflicted, especially with this Two of Pentacles right at the center of it. You know what I mean? If you guys are dealing with one person, you're kind of like conflicted because you have a Saturnian energy in here, and Saturn are supposed to limit us, is supposed to kind of like slow our life down or slow our relationship sector down to really see and for ourselves what is it that is wrong in this relationship from their part and from your part as well. But you cannot help to feel that you also feel so emotionally connected with this person. The connection that you guys had was very, very divine. It was it was something. It was out of the world. So you guys are kind of like taking some times, you know, with this Two of Pentacles, like figuring things out, like what is it that I can do about this? Because at one point, I really want to get over it. You know, Saturn has taught me a lot about myself. Saturn has taught me a lot about other people and what I'm expecting for other people. But on the other side, I also love this person. I feel very, very emotionally connected with this person. This World card also kind of like indicates the limitations that is being brought up with things that are beyond your control. So for instance, it could be their family, it could be their religion, it could be their long distance relationship could be involved in here. So there is a little bit of a conflictions and going on here. I love this person very much. I feel so emotionally connected with this person, but the world, you know what I mean? If you guys are dealing with two people, however, there's one person that you finally letting go of, because the World card or Saturn for me, especially when Saturn was hitting Sagittarius, it was really about spring cleaning time of the year. Like Saturn had that ability to really showcase or show, you know, which people or which relationship that I have outgrown and which people are really holding me back or pulling me back from what I could achieve more and all that stuff. So it's all about spring cleaning. So one person you really kind of like kicked out to the curb, and then there's another person that you feel so emotionally connected with. Like you feel that this person just gets you on that intuitive level, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if you guys are kind of like singles and you're dealing with multiple people, it talks about you guys are comparing one person with another. So what is the challenge of your relationship sector? You have the Six of Swords in reverse, and then you also have the Six of Wands. It's funny to me because it's all six, you know, six numerology wise in tarot, it comes after 5. So 5 is a disruptive force that shatters what we think was stable, what we think was good for us, what we think was happy, but it turns out it was temporary happiness, so it disrupts that. And 6 is a phase where we rebuild it to have a much more greater sense of self. You know, 6 of Wands, we feel very, very victorious. We feel like we overcame or overcome something, but it's lacking in this relationship, that overall challenge. So the relationship sector, again, you know, overall challenge, I could never really pinpoint who is doing what to who. It could be you doing this to them, or it could be them doing this to you. It's different than the past, present, future, which is much more like, it's black and white, it's really clear. Overall challenge is a wild card for me sometimes. So 6 of Wands, meaning that this relationship is unable to provide a self-esteem boost to one person. So this could be them, though. They feel that the relationship that they had with you really impacted their self-esteem or their self-worth, where they feel so sluggish to wake up in the morning and to be motivating themselves to do something that is Wands related. This could also be you, like you kind of like make you feel very, very sluggish to go to the gym or go to work or get up in the morning to make you feel so good about yourself. Like this person makes you feel very, very shitty. And the second one is that you have the Six of Swords. You know that feeling that when you promise to yourself, like I'm going to stop thinking about this person. I'm going to stop putting or focusing my energy on this person. But then like there's just something that kind of like reminds you back on them, you know. So there's one person here who swore to themselves that they're going to be fleeing, but then they cannot help to overthink it over again, you know, coming back to the stage. And that also is causing one person not having that self-esteem. 5 kartu masa lalu, that means 5 cards in the past. I like to talk Indonesia, which is my native tongue. I'm Indonesian. 5 kartu masa lalu. 5 of swords from their part. So so you were dealing with somebody who is a bit harsh and brash. So they kind of like cooked up something and it ended up being very, very hurtful to you. Because 5 of Swords admitted, there's never ever going to be anybody who comes out as a victor with that 5 of Swords card. It's a very like, I want to get the upper hand of things. I really want to cut you off. I really want to do this to show you something. And whether it be conscious, you know, intentionally or unintentionally, but it's very hurtful because it's 5 of Swords. It's like a disruption force over our mind. Because 5 of Swords comes after 4 of Swords, so 4 of Swords is where we feel like we had a peace of mind, we really don't want to think about it, but then 5 of Swords is like, jebret, you know, and I'm like, it's very disruptive for our mental thoughts. Page of Cups, so these it's very harsh and brash and mean things that they've done to you really made you stop trying to manifest over this love and relationship. So if you guys are dealing with one person, this person was kind of like quite undecided and indecisive about, I mean, this thing that they're doing was not final if you guys are only dealing with one person, because they're kind of like quite undecided, but they just felt that at that moment in the past that they want to be doing something like that to you, but they're kind of like undecided whether they still want to be with you or whether they want to flee from your situation. It's like, well, I'm just going to do this and I'm just going to wait and see and let time, you know, speak for itself what I'm going to do with Scorpio. This 5 of Swords also, you know, the way that they do this mean things to you, they feel justified to do it because they also feel that you guys are being a bit emotionally manipulative towards them. So you feel that they were being mean with you, you feel that they were being harsh and brash with you, whereas they also feel that you guys kind of like emotionally manipulate them in some ways, especially with the Queen of Wands in reverse. And here it's, yeah. It's also like a cause of jealousy for some reasons, like they're jealous over somebody in your life and they kind of like feel that you guys are doing that just to get reactions out of them. You know what I mean? Like they're insecure or they're jealous over a problem like your ex or your best friend or what have you. And they just don't like it. That's why they did what they did in the past. So King of Cups in reverse. So they don't like to be emotionally manipulated by you. They think that they were being emotionally manipulated by you and they don't like it. But then now they are doing it. Exactly. Because they show up as a King of Cups in reverse. And, you know, don't get into that. Scorpio, like seriously. Don't buy these stuff. Don't get into it. Don't let it get to you, I mean. Because what is going on, the overall energy in here is 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is like illusions. It's almost like a Neptune thing, which I just remember we have Mercury in Pisces right now, and it's going to retrograde really soon. And it's kind of like conjuncting with Neptune, the last time I checked. And there's just some sort of nebulous things going on in everybody else's life. You know, it's just not just you, it's everybody. So try not to make any type of hasty decisions or try not to take in things personally within this 2 weeks to come, simply because yeah, like that, because you're going to get that. I mean, it's in the present card, so if it's not happening now, it's probably going to happen like really, really soon, but it's in the present card. So for most of you, it probably already is happening. They also try to make you jealous over somebody else, and they're going to be like the 5 of Wands. They're going to be like, well, because you did that. You see, the Five of Wands in this particular deck of mine is, again, nothing good comes out of this. It's five witches bickering with one another, trying to argue whose potion is the best, whose recipe is the best, without them realizing that the fire is starting to come out of the cauldron and it's going to burn all of them. Nothing good is going to come out of this, really, especially if you react on that. So whatever it is that they're doing and all that stuff, for me, it's kind of like, it's just a bluff. But you're going to take it very, very seriously because you have the Eight of Wands and the Tower card. So it's like they might try to emotionally manipulate you, to try to make you like jealous and all that stuff, or they try to put some sort of ultimatum with you because they feel like they're in the right. But whatever it is that they're doing, they would have a justifiable reason why they did that. And it's going to kind of like hit you pretty hard, I gotta say that. I mean, the Eight of Wands, especially in this particular deck of mine, is not a fancy one either. You know, it's like being caught in a whirlwind of things that is very, very unexpected. You tried to be very, very optimistic still in the past. You know, you had that Wheel of Fortune there anyway. You're still optimistic where this person was still undecided over you. They're pretty indecisive over you. And I feel like you cannot see this because there is some sort of planetary alignment that is going on, you know, with Mercury conjunct Neptune right now. Like, you cannot really see right through, because it surprises me that you cannot see this happening because you're a Scorpio. You know what I mean? My father is a Scorpio. I only have Mars in Scorpio. Every time people put me in this type of situation, I can see right through. But it's like you cannot see right through because everything is such a fog for you. There's this nebulous quality going on surrounding you. Seven of Cups. You cannot see right through. So don't take any type of decisions. You're doing a right thing, you know, with your overall energy, but just try to figure out things out. Don't let this get to you. Seriously. That means 5 cards in the future. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands. 8 of Cups. I'm sorry guys for keep on coughing, but saya mau tahu nih sebenarnya what is it that they want exactly, because this got me curious. I'm sorry if I'm known to be very, very nosy, but I'm nosy. Like, what do they want? Queen of Wands. 4 of Wands. Well, they want happy things with you, but there's just that it's just that it's so hard to have an open and transparent communications about it. They want you to fight for them. They want to have sex with you again. They feel that, here's the thing, they feel that you guys are kind of like quite intimidating in some ways because your fire burns so brightly, but they still want to have a relationship with you. They still want to work things out with you, but it's like they cannot communicate it in a positive or in a transparent ways. And they felt that they were hurt by you in the past because they also think that you also emotionally manipulated them, and they did something like they did in the now anyway. It's just, I don't know, like trying to one up one another all the time. It's not healthy. Like, they want you to be the first person who opens up that transparent communications that I was talking about earlier. Like, what is it that you need? What is it that I need? And all that stuff to reveal, again, like the 4 of Wands. Because they feel that you do not think about them as much as they do think about you, which is unfair because I exactly see how you feel about this person. But again, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it's also kind of like a little bit of, I'm not gonna say a lesson to you, but yeah, something like that. Like, you should whether you still want to be in this relationship or in your next relationship, try as much as you could to, if you have a questions regarding your relationship, or if you cannot really pinpoint how the other person is feeling about you, why don't you just ask? They really are, like, this journey that you've went through with them, they're also tired as much as you do. They want to stop this bickering, fighting, arguing, trying to one up one another, this stuff. But they just don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? They just don't know how to open that type of line of communication. They want you to do it for them. And again, it's up to you. It's your free will, whether you want to do it or not. But anyway, what is going on to happen in the future? The thing is that this person, like whatever they're doing in and now, it's just like a petty comeback, if that makes sense. Because they felt that you wronged them in the past. It's like just like a little bit of a petty comeback. They try to hurt you as much as they think you hurt them. So once these things is cleared, they're not going to be doing anything more. Like they finally get their peace of mind and their calmness. So they're just going to be focusing a lot on their independence. They're going to be focusing a lot on their... By the way, this King of Cups in reverse also could talk about somebody who is overly demanding. So this person could be demanding a lot of stuff from you and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Like I just, well, this is too much, you know, even for a Scorpio, this is too much of demands for me. And in the future, this person is like the Nine of Pentacles. So he or she is going to be focusing a lot more on their financial freedom, their financial stabilities and all that stuff, in which you feel that it's unfair for them to do that. Like how could you be putting me in this whirlwind of Eight of Wands in the now, and then you could just like sit back, relax, and just caring about your own independence when I'm still left in this position. So this is going to be you, not a certain here. But why are they doing this like this? Because they feel that this relationship is lacking collective happiness that it should. So that's why they're pulling away, they're distancing themselves, and they also feel that you guys are much more like the Nine of Wands. So you guys are kind of like having this energy of coming and going, and they feel that this is what they think, they assume of you. They feel like you're one person, you're not a Scorpio. They feel like you're one person, like a Sagittarius, you know what I mean? Who is like coming and going, because you're very adventurous, like everybody likes you and all that stuff. So they are protecting their heart chakras in the future and even in the now. And all this, why is this though? This stems from them thinking about you or intimidated by your fire. All right, so that is it if you guys are dealing with one person. What happens if you guys are dealing with one person and you want to move on? You're going to have two people coming in your way. If you want to move on and you make effort for it, okay? So, I mean, if you're single and you don't make effort to date, like nobody is going to be popping out in your room all of a sudden. I'm just saying. But anyway, you're going to be dealing with two people. One person is somebody who is very, very independent, somebody who is all about their work. Like they worked hard for this, but you feel that this person is very, very detached and distant. And this person kind of like gives you some sort of mixed messages, whether this person wants you or whether this person wants their job and their social status. And the second one comes from either a broken family or somebody who just went through like a breakup and all that stuff. This person actually gets you like a little bit excited. Okay, so, and now we're moving on. If you guys are dealing with two people, meaning that if you guys are only dealing with one person, your reading ends a few seconds ago, all right? But anyway, if you guys are dealing with two people, person A is somebody who just cuts you off, who is very, very harsh and brash with you. With this person, you no longer want to deal with them, you're trying not to manifest anything with them. This person in the now is kind of like coming back with another emotion manipulations in which you're going to be affected because you have the 8 of Wands in here. So be careful if you're thinking of stalking your ex or doing anything about your ex. Just don't fucking do it, guys, because it's just going to slap you back in your face, really. Oh, my memory space is running out. But so in the future, this person just feels as if like they're focusing a lot on themselves a lot, and you might kind of like come to them in a very, very masculine way. Like you might approach them and you might confront them about something in the future though. So that's person A. Person B is somebody who you feel very, very optimistic with this person. This person was kind of like quite undecided, but they kind of like see that you have like a lot to offer in a relationship. But sometimes they also see that you guys have a mood swings. So one day you guys could be like the sweetest person on earth, and then you could be like the coldest person on earth. You could be like, they are having like a real difficulties in reading you. This person in the now is trying to cause a fight or an argument with you, in which you guys are going to be like, wow, this was not what I expected them to be, and all that stuff. In the future, this person is going to be communicating that they don't feel the collective happiness that they're looking for in this relationship with you, in which I feel like in the future you guys are going to be like, oh wow, really? Well, that's such a shame. I'm going to be listening. I'm all ears about what you think of me and what you think we could do in this relationship. So you guys are kind of like quite interested in fixing things with person B. It's different than you guys with person A. With person A, like something about them just infuriates you. You know what I mean? It's not hate. That's something that comes from the gut. You feel that's very, very unfair between you and person B. Person A, I mean. But what you need to remember, Scorpio, the opposite of love is not hate, it's apathy. There is a very thin line between love and hate, which is something that you should remember and be careful, okay? All right then, so I think that is it for my reading for you guys, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I hope that you have a great week ahead. All right, bye-bye guys, have a great day. I love you.
If I love you, love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little